Well, all right, all right, all right. Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. This is Coach Lois with another inspired monologue on healthy and wealthy and wise. And you've heard me talk a lot lately about health focused. We just finished up our addictive behaviors challenge inside the Healthy and Wealthy and Wise subscription. I'm going to be offering up a spring cleaning cleanse and weight loss challenge starting April 17th. And I'm focusing on this from a little different focus than most. I was in the weight loss industry. I've coached over 10,000 people. You've heard me share this before, probably ad nauseum, but just kind of always gently reminding you I've been through so much with clients, as well as in the industry of health and fitness and weight loss, as well as my own personal journey. And I always wondered, why do people say things like, gosh, high blood pressure runs in my family. I hope I don't end up overweight like my dad or become an alcoholic like my mom. There's all these things that I think tend to be said that we don't really fully understand. We live in fear a lot as a society, and what we fear or what we resist in that fear is what oftentimes will persist. Have you ever heard someone say, gosh, I hope I don't become anything like my mom or like my dad, talking about personality traits? And oftentimes you see in family lineages, if there is an obesity or a disease or anything like alcoholism, any addictive behaviors or tendencies, right? History repeats itself, right? And so when we have an obesity crisis here in America, we have a mental health crisis here across the globe, when suicide rates are increasing. I just got off the phone with someone who talked about another family member who died to suicide and how it wrecked their family. We got to wake up. We got to wake up to the cause, not the effect. We've got to do something different. The definition of insanity is repeating the same mistakes over and over again and not really truly seeing any change, not breaking those generational cycles or ancestral curses that have been passed down 7 generations, and actually much further back than 7 generations, in our own DNA. So society at large focuses on the effects. So what I mean by that is, let's focus on losing weight by working out more, or calorie deficits or diets, these tools that are outside of us. Right? Or if we have a mental illness, right? Well, let's just take a medication, or, oh, that medication didn't work, let's try a new one. Again, looking for the answers outside of us. And I'm here to tell you, with my own personal mental health and depression journey, with my own addictive behaviors journey, my own now 30 pounds shedding of weight loss and keeping it off journey, all of our answers lie within us, because as within, so without. I titled this podcast, Are You Carrying Your Mom or Dad's Weight? And what I mean by that is, you don't even have to be overweight, because I wasn't. I was actually never overweight. Even when I was pregnant, I didn't weigh as much as I did 3 years ago. I was always pretty skinny. I had other symptoms, though, that eventually led to my own demise of gaining 30 pounds and feeling really shameful about it and not knowing what to do, feeling desperate. And what I recognized through a lot of healing and deep dive was, this was my body's way of saying, help. Please help. We've got to heal these ancestral wounds that you inherited, first from your mom and dad. The mother wound and father wound, also known as the feminine and the masculine energies. My parents had these different wounds. I'll give you an example. Masculine wound is you got to work hard for your money. You're always busy, in the chase, in the hustle. Feminine wound could look like you're kind of always floaty, non-committal, just kind of not really focused. And so those types of wounds were passed down to me. And inside of my being, they presented in different ways. Trauma responses, for example, people pleasing, workaholism, not having healthy boundaries is what those wounds that I found out, of course, much later, were representing. Those were the effects that also were causing me to be a workaholic, drink lots and lots of alcohol, looking again outside of myself for answers, even trying to diet when I hit like proverbial rock bottom. I was desperate. So I was like, okay, even though I know these don't work. And what I mean by working is not a quick fix. You know, a lot of people can say, for example, do keto and lose 10 pounds in 30 days, right? I've been in the industry. I know this stuff. But at the end of the day, does it last? I want for you your best health, and I want for you lasting results. So even if you're not overweight, maybe there's something else that runs in the family. I just worked with a client in just 3 sessions, one-on-one sessions with me. And she's actually a skinny, healthy looking person. On the outside, you would not know she was wrestling with high blood pressure, but she was pushing 170 over 110. And without any nutritional changes, without any pills, without any products of any kind, we just went inward for 3 sessions, working on a masculine wound, energy, working on a not enough wound, energy. Again, that was coming from that masculine wound from her father. Could have been even further back. We didn't even need to go that far. And boom, her blood pressure dropped 40 points just with doing some basic processes, basic exercises 3 times a week, right? And how many people turn to medications and then get stuck and then end up on more medications? Or they lose 50 pounds to gain back 60 because we're always looking for quick fixes outside of ourselves. Are you tracking with me? Feel free, if you're just tuning in, comment below #live, or if where you're tuning in from, city, state, country. I'll even be willing to take any questions or comments during this live show. I always like to reward those who show up live. If you're on the replay, we love and welcome community, right? We are so isolated right now, and I want to have open discussions with this because I'm not even here to say I have all the answers, because you have all the answers inside of you. However, how do you get them out in a safe, loving way, right? It cannot be done alone. And I would also like to say that depending on where you're at in your journey, I will say respectfully, talk therapy and grief counseling did not work for me because of all of the blocked trauma. My heart was locked down intensely. So I needed to go a deeper path, working on the mother wound, the father wound, connecting with my ancestors. So I learned a lot through my own experiences, but then also the processes that were given to me by other people along the way. And now in helping you self-discover your own root causes. And if you happen to be, maybe if you're overweight or you have high blood pressure or high cholesterol, and again, it runs in the family. It's not that stuff that runs in the family, guys. It's the trauma, the DNA, the behaviors, the patterns that are deeply, deeply, deeply embedded inside of you. And what you resist will persist. So we got to make the unconscious conscious with ease and grace, and in a safe and solid, supportive group or container. Hey, Leanne, so good to see you. Welcome. Appreciate you. So again, I just want to ask you, have you been carrying your mom and dad's emotional weight for too long? Has it shown up in any of the things that I gave as examples? High blood pressure, high cholesterol, people pleasing, codependency, addictive behaviors. If you've been triggered by any conversation, that's a sign. If someone pissed you off because of something they said, it was a mirror back to you of some kind of emotional trauma, baggage, likely from your parents or your grandparents, your forefathers, that has been called into your consciousness, your awareness, to cleanse and clear it. However, unfortunately, if you don't cleanse and clear it, it's going to be passed on down to your children. It'll stay around longer than your lifetime. It'll go down generations because that's where it came from. Once you know where you've been, you can cleanse and clear where you're going. So think about that. Your decisions to heal or not, to release mom and dad's emotional baggage or not, is going to impact the seeds that you sow, not just in your children and grandchildren, but also in your relationships. Like attracts like. Wherever you go, there you are. If you keep attracting the same partners that aren't working out, if you keep attracting the same mentors or opportunities that aren't working out, right? Dressed up differently, named differently, but the same outcome. I know all too well. I was on a hamster wheel and I just kept digging myself deeper and deeper and deeper with more and more emotional weight that hadn't been cleared, that was weighing me down, that caused me to reach for more alcohol or keep myself busier. And so I gained 30 pounds, never having had a weight problem ever, because of that emotional stuff that God, universe, source, creator was asking, begging me, like, how many more signs did I need before he said, I wave the white flag. I wave the white flag. And I know that I've got to go deeper into the mother wound, the father wound, because we're carrying stuff that isn't even ours, that didn't even happen in this lifetime, but was passed from our parents in utero and in our bodies living till this. So if you have any desire to truly heal, first of all, shoot me an email. I'd love to give you a free 20-minute consultation on what might be your root causes and possibly how far back it goes. It's part of one of my new superpowers that I can help you with, even in just a free consultation, or like my friend who dropped her blood pressure 40 points in like 90 weeks. If you want to truly heal and be able to know, not just take another pill, do another shake, and then, 6 months later, you're doing another new program. Again, different product, same result, right? So I want to help you. And so if you want to join my spring cleanse, it starts April 17th. Oops, that's not the right one. There we go. That's the right link. Spring cleaning cleanse -weight loss.now.site. I'll drop that link in the comments below. And keep in mind, weight loss can be mental weight, physical weight, emotional weight, or even spiritual. I also had a deeply, deeply masculine spiritual wound from my religion. Deep, so painful. I really I shut down my spiritual side of myself. Again, that also came from the father, the masculine wound. And there's no blame here, by the way. I love my family more than ever. Conditionally, I believe I chose my family. People, you can agree or disagree with me, and that's beautiful. But whether you believe you chose your family or not, you have them, right? You can't run from them. You cannot hide. It's in your DNA. And it's really important for you to understand that it's time from our ancestors to our parents, whether they're living or not. Mine are both gone now. They're calling from the other side. They're asking, they're begging, please heal yourself. Root causes. Don't make the same mistakes that we did. That's what's happening. The world is waking up right now. We're shifting into a whole new age of Aquarius, a whole new period 9, whatever you study, whatever you believe. I actually don't care. I honor all paths. But if you have emotional weight, mental weight, fear that's weighing you down, anxiety, challenges in life, in this 4-week cleanse, we talk about them. We bring them to the surface. We hold space for you to be able to heal and to let go. Once you do, then on the other side is joy, bliss, permanent, and I do believe this, permanent weight loss. Getting off of medications, not having yet again another cocktail mixed up for you. I believe it's possible. I've already helped people do this. So let's focus on the cause, the roots from mom, from dad, from all of those forefathers who've gone before. We are our ancestors, and you might be that person in your family line that can break a lot of these curses. And I'm going to drop the link. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll drop the link right now. So depending on where you're at, you may actually, I'll drop it after the show for those of you who are on the live. Depending on where you're watching, the link may not show up right now. But I'll post it after the show. I'm streaming on YouTube, on LinkedIn, and on about 5 Facebook groups, as well as my fan page now. So if you're tired of carrying the emotional weight of mom and dad, if you're tired of also carrying the masculine, feminine wounds of many millennia that we've been carrying as a country, as a world, as a planet, if you want to really heal and eliminate any of those negative side effects that I mentioned, and the list is much longer than what I even brought up. If now is your time, you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, as they say, I hope you can join me for this cleanse starting on April 17th. Refer to a friend. If you see value, if you know someone struggling, I talk to a lot of people, and I'm an empath, and I see a lot. I see between the words of what people say in their comments on Facebook and their posts. If you're getting triggered right now, there's good reason for that. It's coming up for you to heal and to bless and to release. So inside this cleanse, we'll have classes every week. We'll have meditations. We'll have breath work. We'll have inner child healing. We do have superfoods as a component, but it's not about the superfoods. That's going to help you cleanse and clear any of the toxins that are inside of you. They got to go, literally and figuratively. You've got to have support and nourishment. We have yoga. We have breath work to release that stuff that's stuck inside of you. We have the actual regressions where we're going to connect with that mom and dad wound and possible ancestors in order to be able to connect with their support as well as the divine to be able to help you cleanse and clear for real. And you can't heal what you don't feel. So there's going to be stuff that comes up. That's why doing it in this 4-week group is going to be so supportive for you. We have weekly accountability meetings as well. And I priced it low on purpose because I want you guys to be able to not let the price point, the point of entry, to be a barrier for you. Because there's no price tag you could put on your health and your healing. I know this. It's really, really important for you to understand that you are worthy of this healing and that you can't do it alone. So I could go on and on. I'm going to leave you with that. Just remember that you are worthy. You are more than enough. And if this stuff is coming up for you, there's a reason for that. It's your time to heal, to bless and release that which no longer serves you, your family, your lineage. Until next time, guys, here's to your best health, your best wealth, and your best wisdom. Bye-bye for now.